Oh, you've got another one of them. Okay, I'll step back.
I'm trying. Oh, is it on fire?
Hello, everybody.
Hello. We're back.
I think this bucket of water was dirty. I think it was. I'll throw it in the incinerator and get fresh.
Yeah, worst case scenario, or I just assume it is, right? Because there's an unlimited supply in this thing.
There is.
Alright, so you said we didn't have to throw out all these crates, we just had to clean them, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so I'm going to line it back up.
I've got to the point where I can tell when the machines are going to give us a body part by the sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've got a slightly different grind to them when they're going to spit out a body part.
Oh, that was close. Wata! Alrighty. Yeah, I'm going to need to bring another one down. Yeah, I think. Hada!
Did I tell you, I must have done surely, well, at some point recently, told you about getting ever so slightly drunk playing Space Engineers with you guys?
Yes.
Did I tell you, about the bit where Mary was asking me what I was doing?
I'm not sure.
I've told some people that, and I can't remember who I told.
I don't think you've told me.
I remember telling Ace, and I owned up to Mary, and I owned up to my viewers as well. I ended up putting captions on my on your
videos.
Yeah, because it was like, because my viewers could see, and I completely forgotten I was on camera. You know, when you I don't know. Do you ever forget that you're on camera? Or is that just me?
To forget that you're on camera? Like, you mean an actual camera, or do you mean like...
No, I mean like that you forget that you're recording.
That you're recording?
Yeah, that there's people watching. Because I do that in Space Engineers, I do it all the time, where I just get into the chatter and the building, and yeah, and I just kind of forget I'll do this bit.
Right, yeah.
And yeah, when we were playing, and I was getting a little drunk.
Yes.
Well, there was one point where I had kind of I was just topping up my glass, and I was enjoying a nice glass. I had a bottle of prosecco on the go, so you know it's like fizzy wine, and it was pink prosecco, which was really nice. And I kind of, forgotten about the bit about how we were actually recording. I'd got my ship connected to the connector, and we were, and I sorted out a bit of my inventory, and I think I was probably waiting on you, Anubis. It was probably all your fault.
It's all my fault, that's right, yes.
Yeah. I was waiting on, I don't know, oxygen or something like that. And while I was waiting, I was just sitting back and having a bit of a drink. and then I must have been, I'm literally doing absolutely nothing. I was AFK. I was watching the screen, I was chatting away, but I was AFK. My hands were off the keyboard and had been for a significant period of time. And then Mary said, "What are you doing, Sal?" And at that point, I realised that I wasn't doing anything. And that actually what I was doing was just drinking a nice glass of wine. But rather than say, "Oh, not much at the moment," for some reason, it seemed like a really bad idea to own up to that fact. So I started making up stories. And so I said, I think I told him that I was just sorting out my inventory before I went out drilling, and I was just waiting on some oxygen or something.
Oh right, yeah, because you were waiting on Forrest the oxygen.
But I was And you could hear it in my voice, you know, because of course I didn't notice any of. I was completely oblivious to the fact that I was on camera, that everybody could see that I was doing nothing, and that.
Yeah.
And you could hear it in my voice and everything. It was like when Mary said, "Sal, what are you doing?" And I was like, "What? Why? What? Why?"
Yeah.
It's like so guilty. Yeah, sorting out my inventory. Yeah, I will be drilling in a minute.
So you were literally staring off into space.
I literally was staring off into space. I had a nice sort of camera shot of my ship connected to the connector, and I was just completely lost in my own little world, blatantly not doing anything. And then I started changing the subject. Oh dear, yeah, but it was such a little thing, but so obvious on the video.
Right, and we would have had no clue, right? Because we couldn't see it.
No, because nobody else could see me. But when I was editing it, and I was, oh, you've got another one of them. Okay, I'll step back.
I'm trying. Oh, is it on fire? No, okay. I thought it was on fire. Get in there. Just need to get the... Ah!
Get a bit of it and then close the door.
I think it does go on fire, actually.
Ah, there you go. Close the door now.
No.
Fell out.
Yeah, it's not working like the other one. I can't like grab the front of it. That's how I did it last time.
Ah.
And turn! No. And this way. And turn! No. I don't know. And I'm making a huge mess with this thing. Okay, there's gotta be a better way. Can I sweep it? No. Can I mop it? You didn't find like an axe or anything, did you?
No, I haven't found anything like that. Nothing that we could use for sort of chopping things up.
Oh, I just closed the door. Yeah. Well, that's super funny though with the, well here, let me, darn it. I'll let you get in there with what you were getting in there.
Oh yeah, I've got a head in my hands.
There you go. But yeah, it's funny that you're, because I remember that time when we were waiting for the ice or for the oxygen, right?
Yeah.
What if I just leave it like that? Let's see if that catches on fire. I doubt it, but yeah, it was pretty funny. Now I know. Now I know. What you were all about. That's too funny.
Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, and that's it. And it's when you know you've been caught, and it's like, oh god, how do I handle this? Because of course, by the time I'm editing, it's days, if not a week later, and I'm stone cold sober. And I'm looking at it and thinking, well, I could just like mute my commentary.
Yeah, that's right. Like, how far do I want to take this lie now?
Yeah. It's like, well, I could own up to it. I could just mute it, and then nobody would know that I'd lied. Well, at least nobody on my channel would know that I'd lied. I was thinking, oh yeah, but all it takes is for one of you guys to tie up the fact that what I'm saying on your video doesn't match what you're seeing on my video, and I thought, yeah, there's nothing for it. I thought, damage limitations. Sometimes the best thing to do is to just own up.
Yep, that's right. I've been caught.
Yeah. And I've been caught by myself.
That's right, yeah.
Just because I happened to be recording and I forgot. Oh.
That's too funny. Too funny. Yeah, I've never had a moment like that yet where I've completely forgotten that I was recording, but like when I got started in the doing the YouTube stuff, like a lot of my stuff was very solo based, but I always my style, I guess, is very like I've got a purpose, and I do a lot of off-camera work, and kind of like trying to keep the plan, right? So when I'm vegging out, that's the time when I'm not actually on camera, and I'm just like collecting or doing whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's only recently, like with the Motley Crew one and the like Space Engineers, and with some of the other stuff that I do now with people where it's uncut like that, that I guess the opportunity for that can arise. It hasn't hit me yet.
See, I think what made it so easy for that as well was this is back at a point in time when I would spend, like, when I'd not long joined the JSano fan server, and when I first got on that server, Mary had a lot of free time and I had a lot of free time, and we would spend hours just talking nonsense. Like we get on camera and we'd do a half-hour episode or something.
Yep.
And then we'd spend the next 3 hours just chatting away on Skype, not recording, just doing stuff, because you just keep the call open and you carry on, you're doing your grinding or whatever.
Right, okay, yeah.
So I spent a lot of time in sort of the first month of being on the server, where I would just spend like several days where I've spent just hours chatting to Mary about all kinds of random nonsense. And so and it sort of translated then over into Space Engineers. So of course I'm just in a random call with Mary and other people chatting away, and just forgetting that this one happens to be on camera.
That's right.
It's so easy to do.
So you kind of set yourself up for that, huh?
Yeah. It was an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, well, I'm like that. Like with Boris and I are like that. We'll talk about everything and anything, and the stupidest things, like, and we'll have the funniest conversations. And people that watch my stuff will know that from like like we'll play the dumbest games where it has nothing, like, I guess like this, right? Like, it has nothing to do with really about the game you're playing. That's just the medium, right? Like where conversations happen and stupid things. Like we do one called what is it? Mount Your Friends.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've noticed your videos and I've seen the titles.
God,
and it's on my watch later list, and I so will watch that because it looks hilarious. Oh,
actually, I guess this is considered cross promotion, so I have to do the thing now that I have to do since Boris told me I have to do the thing for cross promotion.
Okay, yeah, do the thing.
That's the cross promotion noise.
Oh, well, we should have done that for Space Engineers as well. Please do it again.
And just so you know, when I do that, I actually take my hands off the keyboard and I do the twiddly fingers thing up and down across my face.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. I actually did it in the live stream the other day too, so there's proof that I actually do this. But anyhow, yes. Because if we're gonna cross promote, we've got to make it. We've got to own up to it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, that was, in my opinion, that's just like natural conversation, but.
Yeah, because it's just thought about things we do.
Yeah, exactly. It's our life, or part of our life. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, but that would actually be fun. I don't know. I think that might be fun if that was ever a possibility. I'm nowhere near that, obviously, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be hilarious. It would be quite the life. Some of the people that I watch are full-time YouTubers, right? And it'd be interesting.
Yeah. So we've never really talked about that. Which full-time YouTubers do you watch? I'll tell you which I watch.
The first YouTuber that I watched, and I still watch him to this day, and I love him, is Paul Soares Jr.
Oh yeah.
He was the very first guy that I got to watching, And then I started I did the thing that most people probably do, where you start watching everybody and everybody under the sun, and then all of a sudden you realize you have no time for anything except for. And this actually is before I started YouTubing myself. So I actually stopped watching normal television shows.
Oh yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
And
completely
watching nothing but YouTubers, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And most of them were YouTubers that were Minecraft, right? Minecraft YouTubers, because that's what I was playing at the time.
Yeah.
And I was watching them to learn, right? The reason I started watching Mr. Paul Soares Jr. is because he does the Survive and Thrive series for how to play Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
And I found him when because one of his videos is on the actual Wikipedia page for Minecraft itself, where you're looking up recipes for things.
Yeah.
And so I saw that, and I watched his episode on whatever it was I was looking up, and then I realized it was a whole series, right, of things and so I basically went back to the very first one and started binging on them all.
Yeah. I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then through him, I found other people, right, that he would collab with or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or that he talks about or whatever like that. And that's actually how I found other people, and eventually found the whole Minecraft group.
Oh yeah.
And from there, I found a few others, right? And I watched quite a few of them, and I've stopped watching almost all of them except for one of the guys I found, and he's actually, so Paul Soares Jr. is, I guess, my second choice of go-to content. My first choice of go-to content on YouTube is Generic B.
Oh yeah, Jenny
is my favorite. Yeah, Jenny B.
Yeah.
And he is just so funny. I watch him constantly. He's my go-to person. So basically, right now, out of full-time YouTubers, I think those are the two primary ones that I watch. Yeah. I might watch a little bit of BWO every once in a while too. He's I guess Generic B's partner in crime, the B team.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then a few others. I like Doc M77. He's pretty awesome. Yeah. Who else? I don't know. Off the top of my head, those would be the ones that I remember right now. There's a ton. There was a ton of people that I've watched in the past, but
yeah,
I guess those are the ones that I to this day. I don't watch a whole lot of Doc stuff just regular anymore. But when I'm looking for a tutorial about how to do something, he's my first. I see, does he have a video on how to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because his stuff is really good for that. But yeah, so I guess that's the primary. What about you?
Yeah. Well, I'd first started watching YouTubers by accident. Let's Play by accident, because it wasn't even to do with computer games. I really, really wanted to watch an episode of Futurama. And I couldn't find any on catch-up TV or anything like that. And so I thought I'll see if there's any old episodes on YouTube. And so I searched on YouTube, couldn't find any. But this guy kept on coming up with his Let's Play of a Futurama. I think it was a PlayStation game, and that was Mukluk.
Oh yeah.
And eventually, because I was so because I couldn't find the thing I wanted, and this was the closest possible thing, I thought, oh well, I'll watch a bit of that, because I really want to watch some Futurama and I can't find it, and that's the closest possible thing. So I started watching Mukluk playing Futurama, and I really got into it, and it reminded me so much of my old gaming days, and sort of playing local co-ops by the side of the telly with friends and all that sort of thing. It reminds me of good times. And so I watched his whole series, and then when that ran out, I watched his next series, which I think was a Simpsons one. It just binged, like you were saying. I didn't watch any telly because there was. I just wanted to watch this stuff.
Yep.
And then he started playing Minecraft, and that got me in, and that was different. This was something where I'd never seen Minecraft before, And when I saw him play it, it was like, whoa, this game is excellent. And it was Feed the Beast he was playing.
Feed the Beast, yeah. So the mod pack, yeah. I've
was,
never played Feed the Beast, but it looks interesting.
No, I've not played it either. So I was looking, I was thinking, oh, this game, I've got to have this game.
Yeah.
And he put out 100 episodes of Feed the Beast.
Wow.
And by the time because I discovered him, watched all his Futurama, all his Simpsons, and then about 80 episodes of his Feed the Beast before I caught up with where he was.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But I must have been watching sort of maybe 4 episodes a night, 5 episodes, something like that. So I was ploughing through his content.
Yeah.
And as I got to roughly where he was up to, he got invited to join, or he won a competition to join the J Sano fan server.
Oh, cool.
And on his first episode on the J Sano fan server, he bumped into Mary, who had also just won the competition to join the J Sano fan server, because they both started at they both won the same competition.
Very cool.
And so I watched. Now Muckle only played a few episodes at the start, and then he went back to his Feed the Beast series and didn't play on the J Sano fan server for a while after that.
Right.
But in that time, because Muckle he wasn't putting out Minecraft episodes fast enough for me, because I was used to watching 4 or 5 Minecraft episodes a night by that point, and I was absolutely hooked. So and I'd watched him playing with various people on the fan server, and I'd really liked his interaction with Mary, so I subscribed to Mary and started watching. And Mary had a whole back catalogue of.
Sorry.
Mary had a whole back catalogue of Minecraft videos, so I watched all of those, and then I ran out of Mary's content to watch. And they both talked about Etho, so I gave Etho a quick look, and I thought, yeah, I like this guy. So I watched Etho's entire back catalogue from sort of the first thing he'd ever done.
Yeah.
And then I ran out of Etho content to watch. And this is over the course of maybe a year in total.
Right, yeah. This sounds like it took a while.
Yeah, this is over time.
Yeah.
Then I think the next person I watched was Good. And then I sort of worked my way through all the Minecrackers. And some of them I found I really liked, and I would continue to watch. And then there were other. Maybe I'll leave that one to you. I'll take that foot. But I go through phases where I watch different people, depending on my mood.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense.
If I want to be informed, I watch Etho. But one of my favourites by far is Avidia.
Yeah, it's funny. Like we totally watch different people. It's hilarious.
But Generic B, I love watching Jenny.
He is like super hilarious. He's not doing the Minecraft stuff anymore, but when he was, like, the inventions that he would come up with, the things he would do are just
brilliant.
Oh, they're brilliant. They're so fun. Yeah. We should cut here though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we will see you all next time. Maybe we'll be continuing the same conversation. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right. Goodbye.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.